Have you ever stopped to listen to the words we repeat every single day? When we seek strength, we chant Siyavara Ramachandra Ki Jai. When we seek peace, we say Radhe-Shyam. When we call upon the ultimate cosmic power, the mountains echo with Om Namah Parvati-Pataye Mahadev. Notice something extraordinary? Long before modern movements spoke of equality, our ancient civilization did something revolutionary. We put the feminine name first. This wasn't just a grammatical choice, it was a profound cosmic philosophy. Today, we are going to journey through time, from the dawn of the golden Vedic age, through the dark storms of foreign invasions, to the modern day, to uncover the grandest secret of Sanatan Dharma, the absolute primacy of Matri Shakti. Thousands of years ago, a golden rule was carved into the spiritual matrix of our land. A verse from the Manusmriti that every child, youth and elder should know by heart. Oh, and by the way, now don't go springing up from your seats hearing the word Manusmriti. Because, let's be honest, most of us have been thoroughly brainwashed by the so-called woke intellectuals and armchair activists who love to lecture us on how the Manusmriti is entirely regressive and backward. But guess what? It is that very same Manusmriti that gives us this timeless shlok, a verse that our modern, so-called feminists desperately need to study, understand and chant every single day. Let us look at the full, unaltered truth of this text. The shlok says, Yatra Naryastu Pujyante ramante tatra devataha, yatraitastu na pujyante sarvasta trapalaha kriya. Let's break down its exact profound meaning. The first line says, Yatra Naryastu Pujyante ramante tatra devataha. Wherever women are honored, respected and given absolute dignity, there the divine energies and divinities rejoice and delight to dwell. But look at the unshakable weight of the second line. Yatraitastu na pujyante sarvasta trapalaha kriya. It means, wherever women are not honored, where they are neglected or disrespected, all grand actions, all religious rituals and all massive societal efforts become completely afala, meaning fruitless. They yield zero results, no matter how noble they seem. In Sanatan Dharma, a woman was never just a spectator in history. She was the anchor. Think about it. Who is the first guru of a child? The mother. Our Shastras openly declare that a mother's status is 10 times higher than a father's because she doesn't just give birth, she shapes the moral fabric of the future. For our Gen Z and younger viewers who love science and logic, think of it this way. Consciousness without energy is completely static. In our philosophy, the masculine principle, Purush, is consciousness, but the feminine principle, Prakriti or Shakti, is the actual energy that moves the universe. Without Shakti, Shiva himself remains unmanifest. That is why we don't just worship God as a father in heaven, we worship the divine as the supreme mother. When we look at Tirupati Balaji, we are looking at Lakshmi-Pati, the one who holds Ma Lakshmi in his very heart. When we say Siyavara Ram, we recognize that Sri Ram's incredible journey and righteousness were entirely mirrored by the silent, unshakable strength of Sita Mata. Historically, this wasn't just limited to prayers. In regions like Kerala, through the Maru Makkathayam system, and in the vibrant cultures of northeast India, fully matriarchal and matrilineal societies thrived naturally under the umbrella of Sanatan traditions. Women held property, led lineages, and held ultimate social agency. If our foundation was so gloriously balanced, what changed? Why did the status of women in India face such a steep decline? To understand this, we must look at history through the lens of truth. The turning point came with centuries of relentless foreign invasions, culminating heavily during the Mughal era. When brutal, highly aggressive medieval armies marched into India, the open, free, and decentralized social fabric of the subcontinent was shattered. Let's clear a major misconception today. Child marriage was never mentioned or sanctioned in any ancient Sanatan texts. In the Vedas and Upanishads, women chose their own life partners through traditions like Swayamvar after reaching maturity and completing their education. So when did child marriage start? It emerged as a desperate, heartbreaking defense mechanism during the era of foreign and Mughal invasions. To protect young girls from mass abductions, forced conversions, and being taken as spoils of war by invading armies, Hindu society went into a defensive survival mode. Families began marrying their daughters off at a very tender age to secure their protection within a new family structure before they could be targeted. Along with this, the ghungat or veil system, which was completely absent in ancient Indian temple carvings and Vedic texts, was adopted as a shield to keep women safe from predatory eyes. The tragic phenomenon of Johar, where thousands of proud royal Rajput women chose the fire over dishonor, became the ultimate sacrifice of dignity. Then came the British Empire, bringing with it rigid 19th century Victorian morality. The colonizers simply could not understand a society where women could be spiritual leaders or property owners. Through centralized colonial laws, they systematically dismantled Stridhan, the ancient right where a woman had exclusive ownership over her personal wealth and property. They replaced it with English common law, which recognized only the male patriarch, cutting off young girls from formal education for generations. The shadows of the past 1,000 years were deep, but the root of Sanatan Dharma was deeper. The DNA of a civilization that puts Siya before Ram could never be completely erased. Today, whether you are a grandfather watching this video remembering the stories of your ancestors, a youth charting a career, or a young kid dreaming of the future, remember this: respecting, empowering, and honoring the feminine isn't a modern Western concept we need to import. It is our oldest, truest heritage. Let us revive this ethos not just in our chants, but in our homes, our offices, and our daily lives. Because when the feminine power thrives, the entire universe prospers. If this message touched your heart, share it with your family and friends. Let's bring the true spirit of Matri Shakti back to the forefront. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, Namaskar.